Hello everybody, welcome back to another Art Deco Italian Minecraft tutorial video. This is the Minecraft SS Andrea Doria interior tutorial part 12, pretty sure. Yeah, part 12. So as I explained in part 11, we will be doing the first bits of the engine room today, which I'm sure you're all very excited about. Just with it being just as detailed as the boiler room. I will say I think the boiler rooms were a bit more difficult because of how massive these boilers are. They're huge. While the engines are a bit smaller here. You can see that this is kind of like the basic layout for them, which I'll go over. Um, but yeah, I think there's not really not got much else beside that to start. So guess without further ado, we will get started. Unless I think I just noticed something. No, no, never mind. Okay. Hmm. Wait. Looking at the hmm. Okay, well, anyway, we'll start with the oil tanks on the sides. So you have you're going on this bulkhead, of course. Um, and you're basically gonna want to bring your deck here. Bring that inward by what, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So go ahead and just do move, come on, move by 4. There we go. And then just bring this whole line down until it meets the bulkhead. Like that, and then remove the old path. Because inside here is where our oil tanks will go. Ballast tanks, whatever they are. Oh, and I'm building this on the wrong spot. Move 1. There we go. Alright, so then we have those decks moved. You're also going to want to move this one. Just take this deck and move it inward by, however many I'd say, 4. Yeah, 4. There we go. So now we have all those moved. So we'll get the oil tanks now. Let's see. We'll start by getting the inside wall actually with the yellow terracotta and the smooth quartz block. So it's really just on this line where the pot stuff ends. So out from your hall, you have your hall there, and then 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th block here, you have your yellow stripe, and then of course underneath here, I'm gonna make these bottom 2 rows out of tough, and then yellow where it'll be sitting on top of the deck, or well, above deck level, platform level, whatever you want to call it. Bring it back to here, and then right here where the deck goes up, we'll also bring up this wall. And also bring up the yellow stripe. That should be, hold on. Is this really only one? It's only one, okay. And then up here it's, okay, only one, still. I guess this yellow stripe here is only 1 block thick. I thought it was 2. I guess it's 1. Okay, and then on top of all that is just white. So, go from up there down to here. Just do a set smooth quartz. That's not the smooth quartz. Smooth quartz. And then over to here as well. There you go, we're kind of getting the interior walls done. So then go on the inside, and do the same thing again. We'll fill in the entire, basically double stack the hall here. So just do like what to here? Do replace air with polished tough. I think it's quite a bit of it. And then we'll go over to here. That gets the rest of that. So, we'll, finish stacking the walls here. It will kind of interfere. That will kind of connect here in the middle. Alright, there we go, there's all that. And then, again, we're going to want to add our wall pieces on the inside. Just a moment here. Yeah, polished tough wall. So, again, we'll go on where the stair blocks are and just bring the wall up. Okay, I'm gonna check the little prototype over here thing. Make sure that's right. It is, okay. Oh, wait, no, what is this? Did I miss a block? What? How did I, what? I'm confused. Because on the prototype here, it's saying that there was another block here. But there's not. Hold on. Wait, did I really? Well, that's interesting. Okay. Well then. I guess we're changing the design slightly because, something got screwed up somewhere when building that hall. But, yeah, it's the same thing, really. Just, put in your, wall pieces all the way up to, what, there. And just stack this by however many times. 1, 2, 3 times. And stack this by twice. And we'll just go to here. Okay, never mind. Here's where we're going to want to start bringing it up. Where it connects to both walls, both hall plates. No, it's a bit of a boring job. And not exactly necessary, but... oh well. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't want to do it, then, don't. Because it's your ship, not mine. Let's see, we'll go ahead and stack this by, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay. So just do the exact same thing on the other side, as you could probably imagine. So go ahead and copy, flip, and paste all this to the other side. So do copy, flip, right, and paste. Yay! So there's the oil tanks put in. Do need to put the ceiling on them though. So we'll do that. So we start with slabs and stairs, slab, stairs, slab, stairs, slab, stairs, slab. Here's one side, I'll just be lazy again. Type flip and paste it to the other side. Yay. And then we can put the ceiling on top of that. Or floor, I guess. Alright, so there's those side oil tanks, ballast tanks, whatever brought up. Now we can start on the actual engine room, part of the engine room. Alright, so we'll actually start by getting the entire floor first. So I don't exactly remember how I did this, since the floor is a little bit higher. Did I just leave it empty space? No, I think did I just put a full block on top? Yeah, I did. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, basically just polished diorite all the way across the top. Or top polished top, not diorite. Not polished. Not polished either. Polished. That's, nope, still not it. P-O-O-L-I-S-H-E-D. Tough. Finally. You can see there are a bit of holes in here. Those are just markers that I have for pillar placements. But yeah, you can basically, use your red terracotta deck again if you want for this bit. I will. Before I do that, actually, I'm gonna show the pillar placements. You should put in your red floor first and then do this really. So get out your yellow terracotta and your smooth quartz and your polished stuff, I guess, if you want. And you should have, as I said, you should have your deck put on top of here. Kind of just bring this across to show what should be filled in for you with the red terracotta. Alright, so we'll go over from this side on the port side. Count inwards. It goes to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On this 8th block here, we're gonna make a pillar. So just put the polished stuff in there. 2 yellow terracotta, and then smooth quartz the rest of the way up the deck, which is to there. So that's what, how many white is that? 9 white. And you're going to do it again on the center, so if you still have your center block, you can mark that. Just remember that's the center. And then, again, it's the same on this side. With however long that was, I forget. Yeah, then I just fill that in with the red terracotta. If you make it extra realistic, you can make the pillars the same color down here, like that. I don't exactly think many people will though. Anyway, we gotta do there are some other pillars here to do. So if you go on your center block again, there's another pillar right behind this bit here. So right behind where the red is. We will add our another pillar here. So polished stuff, yellow terracotta, and then 9 smooth quartz. And then, again, do it behind this pillar here. So you got the tough, 2 yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And over here again, polished tough, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's right. Is that the color? Is that color right? Yeah, that color's right. Okay. Sweet. So there are more pillars to go back there, but we'll get to those when we put the other floor in. For now, what we can do is basically just take your polished black stone and just do alternating patterns of upside down black stone stairs like this. Like that, just kind of a bunch of arches. And if you want to get, a bit more realistic again, you can put the, basically just make these circles. So that would be there, and that. This might actually be easier to do if you just do the bottom layer and then copy, flip, and paste it upward with World Edit. And then actually center center pillar, make sure you just stop there and then just start again from this side. So that you don't, screw things up. It's all the same on the other side. See, there we go. You can see we have a center pillar there. So go ahead and copy and paste on this. So do copy, flip up, and then paste. There we go, that worked. Yay. And then, your other red deck platform will sit on top of here. This platform kind of just raises up a bit. I believe it's for the turbines to actually fit, or something like that. But, it was raised up a bit. Like that. And then, you can go ahead and fill in your deck there. But, again, before I do that, there are a few more things I'm going to make some changes, edits to. It looks like the floor and the other areas around the what's it called, the shaft blocks. So behind this one pillar here, behind that first pillar, we're gonna go to this is a center pillar, by the way, only the center pillar. We'll go to the, what is this, 14th block back and place our pillar. So this is gonna be 4 yellow terracotta, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 smooth quartz, and that should be the same height, which it is. Yay. And then either side of that, we'll leave a 7 block gaps on the 8th block. We'll do our next pillar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Polish off, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. There we go. And then apart from that, we want to leave a 6 block gap, and on the 7th, we'll do another pillar like that. So 2 up, no, 4 up, then 7. Let's see over here, you have one more spot. There we go, there's all of our pillars, or well, most of the pillars added. There are, I think there's like one more that gets added later on. Yeah, there's all those pillars put in. So let's see. Should we get the, I guess we'll get the red platform now. Or should we do this stuff inside? I think that might make things easier. If we did that, we'd have to mark out where the holes go first, though. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so yeah, just fill in your entire deck with red. You're gonna take out the planks here. There we go. And now we can fill in the entire bit with red terracotta. So fill red terracotta 3. Oh, that was a bit too much, but okay, it works. And then I think this is what you have on the right side upstairs in this corner. Like this. And then slab, alternating stair pattern. Again. Slab, and then a single stair there, is that right? I don't think that's right. Is it? No, it's not. Apparently I did not engineer this as well as I thought I did. Alright. So actually we have that is the center there, and these two. And that one is a triangle facing back. Alright, and then you basically just do that. Well, here, kind of do this. Eh. That center one could probably polish blackstone. There we go. So now, do all the same things on the other side. Other sides. And then back along this wall. And then, do the entire thing on top of itself. Which again, I have world edit for. So do copy, flip up, and paste. Yay! Except it just kind of looks like it has windows, so we're gonna need to put something behind those. Let's put some black stone behind them. Alright, so there's all that. Check the inside here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Just the bulkhead wall. Did I do that on this? Oh. Hmm. So I guess it just kind of mounts, just polished die right here. Just mounts right there. Not on the other side of the bed or anything. Just here. That's probably the ladies' room. Because I think oh, what was I gonna say? Ran sometimes talks about the characters like that. Anyway, not important. Not important at all. I'm already like falling asleep. Yeah, I'll just copy, flip, and paste all this. Yay. Let's look at the black stone behind it, polished black stone behind it. And then also the wall back here. Not what I wanted. Polished black stone. There we go. Alright, let's see. What else do we need to do? I just think to make things easy, we could just get the well, at least start by connecting the pillars like to the walls, as you can see in the prototype thing here. I guess we'll do that. Don't really get any better time. Alright. So just put a stair there, bring it across. It's basically just a big archway. So if I can reach the slabs, geez. There we go. And then there we go. And then these back beams across here. These ones just add a stair and they go across. They don't connect to anything else. There we go. So there's all those arches put in. If I can put them in correctly. That's all. Correctly. There we go. Finally. Correctly, fully. Of course. Did them slightly wrong. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. These are supposed to drop down into here. And then where's the yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6, 7. And there should be a stair here. Just put stairs in the fronts of all of these. Backs, really. The backs of all of these. I apologize if I happen to be acting strangely for some really weird reason. I'm just randomly really tired. So, and for some reason, when my tired brain is tired, it just stops functioning basically. Like it'll still function, but barely. So try to follow along as best you can. Trying to get my keep myself awake. There we go. We got all those pillars connected. Now we can get started on the dreadful turbines. Honestly, the simplicity of the main thing isn't too terrible, I guess. But anyway, if we go to, oh, we never cut out this hole. That's right. So basically, for this hole, you leave a 5 block gap between this between this wall for the oil tanks and the hole itself. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have a 1 block space from the bulkhead here, which I will actually set to yellow terracotta. Like that. There we go. So then your hole is 5 by 7. So 5 from there, 1 from there, and then it's 5 wide and 7 long. That's where your hole should be. So we get the we'll get the shaft block in there first. So in the hole, basically go to the second block forward here and just put a 3 by 5 ring of this smooth stone over it, and then make that 2 blocks tall, like this. So do the same in this side, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Alright, and then I've forgotten what comes after that. For the 2 layers, we have a block and then the shaft, and the stairs, wall, and other stuff. Alright, let's try this. So let's see, we'll put a 4 block of polished andesite and then smooth stone on top, and it doesn't line up. This, it's because this is only supposed to go up 2, not 3. Basically, need to raise everything up here by a block. Move 1 up, because apparently the rest of this needs to be filled with polished stuff. And then this one I can just take all that out, fill it, and then on this bit here. So you're gonna, as I was saying, you put your polished andesite and then smooth stone, and that's where your propeller shaft will go. Now usually I would say bring it through the bulkhead. However, since Rich's propellers on here are a little misplaced, they're not exactly in the right position. These are slightly nudged inward by like a block. In real life, the propellers were actually angled outward. That goes for every single ship, just very, very slightly. So that should connect up to your. Just drag it back a few blocks. I guess forward a few blocks. So this will just make it touch the bulkhead, and then bring it back a few blocks, so that it goes into the turbines. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Wow. I need to sleep tonight. So let's put another polished andesite there. I'll do the same thing over here. So put polished andesite on the center, and then bring it over the top. And so connect to the bulkhead, and then just bring a few blocks back till it goes past the cutout. And then you might as well just fill in the rest of the smooth stone here. Just fill it in. And then I'll put 3 more polished andesite across there like that. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'll put a stair like that, that, and that. To kind of make these kind of arches next to the shaft. So then on these 2 bits, we'll put the 4-block polished andesite and then andesite wall next to it. Like that. And then we'll put a block on the center. And then a stair there, there, and there. I think there's no, the trapdoor goes on top. Waxed exposed copper trapdoor goes on top. I think, were there other wall pieces that go up? No, that was it. I do want to grab this lever though. This lever is kind of important. So over here, same thing, block in the center, and then stay there, 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 and there. Shifter on top. And then what I was saying about this lever, there's basically kind of like supports that kind of hold this in place. They're pretty thin. So what I've basically done is when you put your trapdoors around here, we'll eventually put trapdoors around for the can rails. You just put your center one here, put a lever on that, and then put a lever facing down like that. And it kind of looks like it's connected there a little bit. Kind of a genius move. So there we go. There's those connected. I swear there were a little more details. Yeah, I know there were more details that went into it. Yeah, there's these trapdoors that kind of go in this well area, as well as the polished off wall. Yeah, the trapdoors just go, okay, yeah, all along the sides. And you can see, but oh, that one's a stair. Okay, well, screw what I said about the trapdoor. We're using the polished andesite stair instead of the trapdoor. So we'll fix that. I'm lagging a bit. Alright, so down inside here, I'll just put basically trapdoors around these two edges there, along the black. And then across the center bit, we'll just use, I'll put a polished off wall, just kind of to make it look like a rib going across. And then along here as well, with the other trapdoors. Alright, so is that, I think that's off of those shaft blocks, which means we move on to the actual turbines now, which are definitely not exactly, well, they're something. They're definitely something. Um, Not even exactly sure where to start. Yeah, we'll get this little bit around the center of the block, or of the propeller shaft. I think this is just like something that had to go along with the maybe, I think it was a bearing or something, connector bearing. I'm not totally sure. I know it was there though, so put that there. So basically, you have three coming out past the shaft block, and then on the fourth here, that's where we're gonna start building our the gearbox. So there's three turbines, three stages of turbines. You have the low pressure, medium pressure, and high pressure, and they'll converge to a central. So it's to a middle gearbox, which spins one propeller shaft. And then you also have a condenser underneath. So we'll start by putting a block underneath the shaft. I'll do the same thing over here. Just put a block underneath, and on either side of that we go, what is it, 3, and then a stair on the side. You can see like that, upside down stair. So 1, 2, 3, a stair over here, 1, 2, 3, and a stair. And then we have 4 next to the propellers. So, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, next to the shaft really. And then stair like that, blocks there, stair there, stair there, block there, and a stair there. Huh. And then the side bits of this are 5 blocks long total. So you're going to extend this by 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can fill in the bottom if you want, I guess. I don't really feel like you need to, but you can if you want. and then put this bit in, fill in the back, and then just bring this, trace these bits along here. There we go, like that. And then on the third, unlike this middle block here, just break these 2 blocks and replace them with 4 blocks, like that. And then angle the stairs so that they'll kind of connect to each other like this. You got now get some gray carpet and put those basically on top of this line here. I don't believe I marked that on here, but okay. So I kind of just build this up here as I did with the other one. Kind of hard to move around with all this marking out already done. Should be easier for you to do that stuff in your way. And then, again, put your center bits with your carpet on top. There we go. So there's those done. And then we kind of add we'll add the axles. Basically, these are basically just big axle shafts. Because, the turbines, they spin an axle. And that axle connects to the gearbox here. So I add these, axles. So if you go to your gearbox here, go to like the second block and right here, and we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 long on that very outer edge, their inner edge really. And on the center, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that again. Actually, this one we want to bring back another block there. And then it's this one here on the outer edge again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 5, and then 6 on the very inner bit, because that turbine is a bit smaller than. I think this one should be trim that down a bit. Alright, so there's those axles done, or at least basic ones. There is the condenser itself that we'll do now. So if you basically go to well, let's start by running a line of wall behind this, just on the bottom here. And then on the side, next to this oil tank, we'll bring it up by 1 more. Over here, we'll extend it by 1, 2, 3 more. Then add 3 blocks behind it, or in front of it on each side. And then, more andesite wall behind that bit there. And then you have put a rectangle of the andesite. And then another layer on top, like this. And then finally slabs on top of all that. Never mind, this bit here was supposed to be all the slabs. I'll just use stack. I gotta use stack. I'm running out of time. 12. There we go. Alright, so then for our turbines themselves, they basically, based on the blueprints I saw, it looked like they're kind of different colors here. So this bit was white, and the other bit was gray, potentially. So that's what I'm doing here. So if you just follow along, we'll basically, on the very inner turbine here, get that one first, just kind of get it out of the way. Replace these 3 blocks here like that with the polished diorite. Bring that up another layer, and then add 1 in the center. Stay there, and slab on top, and then make that one make it the bottom like 3 blocks long. So, and then another layer on top of there, and then put those two in the center. Now, here's the thing about this one. These turbines are shaped in a like, special way, where they're a little thinner in the middle. So you're only going to want to put a slab. You're going to want to put a slab there, and then put a stair there, there, with a. Did I put a carpet on top? I forget. Hold on. What did I do? I did use carpet. Just making sure. So yeah, we put a carpet there. And then we'll leave a block cap, and we'll get the other. So I believe that's a high pressure. Now I get the medium pressure turbine. So we leave a block cap, and basically do the same thing. It's 3 wide, except this one is 4 blocks long total. Make like a 3x4 base for it. 2 blocks tall. Line across the center. Stair there, stair there, stair there, stair there. 2 slabs in the middle this time. Carpet there and a slab there. And then leave a 1 block gap, and we'll do a turbine that is 4 blocks wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then this one is basically the same as the other one. Top is slightly different though. You have a 4x4 base. Make that 2 blocks tall. And then these middle two we'll bring up. And then put a stair on that corner, that corner, that corner, and that corner. And then put carpet there and there on both ends, and slabs here and here. Alright, and what other details am I missing from this? Right, so this part kind of comes down and connects. It kind of goes from the low pressure to the medium pressure with like these full bit here. So that is the first 3 blocks. So right here we just replace 1, 2, 3, and then put 1, 2, 3. Something doesn't seem right. Oh yeah, I can see what this axle here. That one should be moved a block inward like that. So that one oh goodness, where did I screw something up? Oh, did I? Oh, I see. It's annoying. All of this should have been all this should have been pushed inward a block. Use the move tool for this. Basically just shift it outward a block. Move on. Put the slabs back in here. And then now your shafts should line up. That one you are still gonna want to move over a block. But now these shafts should line up properly. You can actually kind of see this part now. So yeah. There's all that. Let's see, we'll get our walls that kind of steam pipes that connect these bits. Yeah, I was correct about that. It's kind of annoying. So anyway, we'll put 2 wall pieces there, and then just one right there. Just kind of some steam pipes to connect things. Let's see, 15 minutes. See if we can finish the turbines. Let's see, what else do we need for the turbines? Okay, we'll start with these buttons here, where they connect to the main propeller shaft. So right here, just do 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons, like that. And back over to here. Let's see, we need, oh, this interesting thing. So we have 2 andesite wall coming out, and then a copper trap door. Oh, and a gate. Can't forget that gate. And also trap doors on the outer bits of the gearbox. So you have a trap door here, and here. And up here, put 2 andesite wall with a trapdoor there, and then a open fence gate there. And I'm using birch as a sort of metal kind of gate because you don't really have any gray gates. I guess theoretically you could use pale oak, but I use that for white. So you could use like dark oak, I guess. A lot of things are tan in ships anyway, so whatever. Well, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so we need to add the trapdoors there, all steam pipes there. Okay, trying to remember this. It's kind of difficult to remember so many details. Um, so take our direct wall, put one there and there, there and there. Put a trapdoor on the ends of these axles, and also 3 buttons. Well, I guess 2 buttons next to it, like that, on either side. This one I think gets 3. Yeah, 3 buttons here. And then for the wall pieces on top, it's just andesite wall with 3 stone pressure plates. So it's it's wall all the way along, and then 1, 2, 3 pressure plates. 1, 2, 3, and then wall along here. 1, 2, 3. And obviously that part's going to be a block longer because of how this is shaped. Because yeah, we got to do this thing now. Because I believe this is the part that connects to the condenser, so it's a little bit different. So what is this, like a 2x2 and then it's 2 stairs? What's on the inside here? This inside bit is confusing. Alright, so we remove these 4 blocks and put 2x2 there, and then another 1x2 up top. 2 stairs there, 2 stairs there. And over here, we'll just put a stair like that. I think that's supposed to be a stair, right? Oh, not a screenshot. I want to change game modes. Yeah, it's supposed to be a stair. So that's good. And I did forget to put the trapdoor on there, though. It's just a trapdoor right there. Alright, and then, let's see, we get these little things. I'm not sure what these are, actually. But I do know they were there. I saw them in the plans. It's some sort of, like, excess steam thing. Basically, just put a fence there, a gate there, and now you have to take out the buttons, and a pressure plate on top. Your fence there, gate, pressure plate, fence there, gate, pressure plate. And obviously, everything that I do over here is going to be the same over there. So if you're building it like that, then keep that in mind. So we got the supports for the turbine or gearbox now, because I think the rest of these details are added. These other complex details that you see here, these are just other details coming off of the there's other stuff. So let's see, we had a stair there, there, and there. 3 stairs like that. There, and there. That's the main gearbox details done. As for the actual turbines, looks like I have a red button to add to start. I mean, I guess that's some sort of start, and then there's also stairs down here that connect the condenser to the floor. Start with 2 chapters here on the end of the condenser, just like that, and then stairs all along here. And then let's see, we need to just put a red button there. I'm not exactly sure where I got that red button thing from. I do know I didn't add any detail without seeing it. some sort of plans. Let's see, we can bring up that wall around. This wall also goes around. And then this one just has 2 trapdoors in the middle. Okay. Oh, shoot. And there we go. So, bring this one up around this one, like that. I think it only goes up to, I don't know, because it does go all the way up. This one, we have these middle 2 here. And then this one here, we just have 2 trapdoors, payload trapdoors. Right, and then we get, let's see, what is this? Diorite wall. We use fence for that. Trapdoor again, fence gate. I think I can remember this. Let's take one better look at it. I hope I can remember. Since you put a diorite wall right there, with a fence on top, and then we put a diorite wall there with a trapdoor on the front, and then we put a fence there and there with 3 gates in between, like that. I think that's all the detailing, besides the pumps on the sides for the for these turbines. I'm just considering whether I should continue going, because I could get some other details, I guess. And I think I'll leave it at that. We can do we'll do the rest some other time. Look at this one detail here that one detail I can get. Is that okay? Yeah, I get this one detail here. So add andesite wall, one right here, mangrove trapdoor on top, and then another one right here, trapdoor on top of that one. No, I think it's right here, right on the center of that turbine. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and copy, flip, and paste all of that to the other side. Let's go from there to there. And then we'll do copy, flip right, and paste. And would you look at that? There's our other turbines put in. Lovely. So yeah, that's really all for this part. The next part will be, more details really. So we'll get the these little details up here with the some sort of cylinder type stuff. I'll also get the pumps over here. The what's it called? It says like cooling water. So circulation pumps too. No, those are those circulation pumps. There's just the pumps that pump water through the system to cool it down. Cooling pumps. That's what it is. So we'll probably will get these other pumps here. These are little tiny pump details. I think most of these are circulation pumps. Yeah, and then depending on timing, we'll probably get the big old, what are they called again? Evaporators. Basically things that evaporate CO2 in the air. So you can breathe better. That's how do evaporators work again? No, forgetting. It's they evaporate CO2, I think, which cools down the air. I'm pretty sure. It's basically just kind of like a cooler. You get those, and then I think hopefully we can finish in a third part, just with the rest of the details up on the top. Yeah, obviously that's really all for part 12. Part 13 is, the other stuff. So, yeah, that's really all for this video. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. And bye for now.